Good freaking morning. It's freaking Crusade.
It's freaking cold.
It's freaking cold. It's going to be muddy. We are very unmotivated to race, but we're going to do it anyway. Watch how bad this is. All right, welcome to the channel. It is Lance freaking Kepler racing the 50 plus field again. This is cyclocross race number 20 for me in this cyclocross season, and that's about 5 too many so far. I've been racing hot and heavy because I'm not going to race much more after this. I might do a few more races, some costume races, some fun races. But I'm heading out of town next week. I'm going to miss a few more in this series, and so we're going to roll how it goes. Today we are at Portland International Raceway. This is a Cross Crusade race number 3 in their series, and it rained most of the evening. This is a slough area, and so it has a high water table, and some of the sections just mudded out completely. So we had some pouring rain at the beginning of our race, and then the sun came out halfway through. And so we had some challenging conditions today. Traction and cornering ability were important, and there were some a couple of longer sections where you could kind of roll it out along a gravel road. But here I am, I don't know, in 5th or 6th place, right behind Devin Bailey, right ahead of me, and Joe Santos right ahead of him. I am pretty smoked at the moment and been fighting a cold probably ever since the gold lame hot pants fiasco of 5 days ago. I've got a little bit of a cold and been coughing and not sleeping well, and I'm still showing up to race. Why? Because I'm an idiot. You knew the answer to that. Idiota heplerosa. Anyway, here I am, just trying to stay with these guys for a couple laps, and didn't do so hot today. Kind of smaller fields today again. I think the weather kept people away, and we will just see how it goes. This is Joe Santos. I don't know where he ended up in the field. I ended up 7th today. So the first, we had a race at this venue several weeks ago, and I ended up 3rd that day, but not today, man. I'm feeling the fatigue a little bit, and that's all good. I'm just out here to have fun. If I make some podiums, fantastic. If I don't, it ain't the end of the world for me. I'm not trying to go to nationals this year or anything like that. I'm just trying to have a good time and be as competitive as I can, and so it's all good. So here's a section where there's a little bit of a chicane and then a gravelish paved section. This right here was the hardest part of the course, to be honest with you. We dropped back down by the team tents, and this section here just completely slogged out. It was a mud bog. It got way worse than this throughout the day, and it almost would have been faster to run through this section than to try to slog your bike through it. But in the first race of the day, we're not that smart, and it hadn't mudded out that too bad. There was a jump right here. You could take the jump option over the barrier option. I don't know if the jump really wasn't that difficult, but it was a bit of a drop off, so that made it tricky. Right after the jump section, there was the soft sand section. And it was more challenging today because it was harder to hit it with speed, which helps you float through it faster. It makes it a little tricky. I did manage to get through the sand okay every time, but the rest of it was tricky. The stuff up in the woods, difficult. The corners were all greasy. Your tire selection mattered today. Your tire pressure mattered today. How you managed all those things. I was running Donnelly PDXs or Challenge Limas, and it gave me decent enough traction. I just didn't have legs today, so you can see the sun ended up coming out halfway through our race, and so it was out for a little bit. There were rain showers throughout the day. I did not stay for the rest of the afternoon races. I need some couch time, And so that's where I'm currently at my home on the couch, trying to survive and recover, and we will see how the rest of this year goes. I'm just catching some lap traffic here, but I didn't really end up with good results today, which is just fine. That's the way it goes. Just taking the jump, letting people heckle me, letting people scream my name. It's all good. That was one lap to go. We did 5 laps of this course. We were doing like 8.5-minute laps, 9-minute laps, and the lap times would have just gotten worse throughout the day as the course conditions worsened. It just takes more power, more effort to slog through the mud as it gets a little bit trickier. So, hey, nearing the end of my cross campaign for 2025, I'd be curious to know what kind of questions you folks have for me, whether it's my training routine, diet, my training, cross skills, how I practice certain things. I'd be really interested to know if you have questions for me. You can leave questions down in the comments of this, and I will get to those questions and answer them as I can. As I was coming into the end, some guy caught up to me who wasn't in my field, who wanted to be in the video. Yes, I'm going to put him in the video. There he is. I think his name is Chris. He's on the Bomb Collective team. Well done, Chris. You made the video. As for the rest of the year, I might do another cross race or two. I am headed back to Tucson to do El Tour, 100-mile road race. More like a road fondo. I don't know. But you can see bike was pretty covered in grassy, chunky, thick mud. Probably could have used a bike swap or two during the race, but that's how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment with questions for me, and I'd be happy to get to those, and we will go from there. Here is the bog section in the next race. You can see how it just gets slower,
dig, boys,
trickier.
Dig.
If you went farther out into
Chris,
the reeds,
Josh,
it
let's
gets
go. Let's go, Martin. Let's
even
go.
softer out there.
Come on,
It's just a
Adam,
slog
dig.
right here. Oh my gosh. Adam is just suffering right there.
Good job,
Hey,
Luke.
everybody, thank you guys very much for watching.
Good choice, Dustin.
Leave your questions and comments, and I'll see you at the races.